Dimension versus Cascade. Dimension, of course, playing Marth. And yeah, that's Cascade playing Jigglypuff. How about it, man? I mean, playing two Jigglypuffs in a row. Last round, of course, Dimension played Dawson and took him to 3 games. So not bad by Dawson. We'll have to see how he does in the loser side of the bracket. Oh, and the rest just caught Dimension. Still trying to look for that first stock hit, but sending Dimension to 50%. Not really the best situation in the world if you're a Cascade. Already at 127. You haven't taken a stock yet. The pound does well to connect, but not doing all that much damage. We're going to have to see. Oh, wow, the side air being employed by Dimension. Again, the variance of his offense, very effective. Don't really know exactly what he's going to do, but here's a hint. It probably involves that sort of his. And yeah, takes the first stock at 170. Any Jigglypuff would be sent flying at 170, let's be honest. And it will be Jigglypuff with that dashing little kick. Dashing little kick. Yeah, go ahead and quote me on that. We'll have to see how things shake out between these two at 3 stocks apiece, but with a slight damage advantage to Dimension as he keeps on going. 66 for Jigglypuff, 31 for Marth. And the rest does the job for Cascade. That rest, the bane of Dimension's existence in the winner's quarterfinal, with Dawson connecting with at least 4 or 5 of those. That's certainly how he got out of the winner's side of the bracket going forward. And just to confirm, we have Metal Reaper who beat Giraffe 2-0 in losers round 3. And he will be facing, oh wow, he will be facing Dawson, who won his set against Arctic 2-0. In fact, they are playing right now. And hey, if you were here, you could potentially see it, but you're not, so you'll just have to deal with multiple times Salt Champion Dimension. I know, what a punishment, right? So we're going to see, again, that aerial, the aerial array of Jigglypuff being played by Cascade, doing some work on Dimension. Had a bit of trouble negotiating Dawson's Jigglypuff last time, and all of a sudden it is Cascade down to his last stock. Seems to be doing the job pretty well right now. Has a stock advantage at 91%. Again, the aerial attacks flying by Dimension. Maybe taking a page from how he adapted last game, where he lost 1 game and was having a tough time negotiating Jigglypuff's offense. Those fairs and bears have a deceptive amount of range, but eventually meeting Jigglypuff in the air and doing some work with those nairs and fairs. And the grab doing some work. Already up to 109. Cascade's gonna have to be careful, but gets caught in that up air. Not up air, excuse me. Just the up smash. That's an up air, and that is a victory for Dimension. And all of a sudden, we have Dimension on the cusp of his 3rd consecutive winner's final appearance, at the very least. I mean, 3 winners finals in 3 tournaments, that's pretty impressive. Certainly reminiscent of what we've seen from Juice in Smash 4. And yeah, that's the first stock of the game. Oh, and 2 rests in a row, my goodness. That one not quite killing, but my goodness, Cascade doing some work, and that will do it with the edge trump. You see the look on Dimension's face. He knows he got caught. And it's the back airs connecting with Dimension as well. No stocks given up by Cascade yet at 61%, being thrown off of that stage. That is a killing percent for Jigglypuff against Marth, but the rest again! Goodness gracious me, Cascade putting on a show. And all of a sudden we have Cascade, who has lost his first stock, but has a stock advantage at 29% compared to Dimension at 79%. Taking him just off of the ledge, and Dimension will grab it, but Cascade making him work for it. Gave up the ledge there to Dimension, and Cascade, very real possibility of tying this set up at 1. Oh, he was looking for the rest, and you know it. But again, might want to work up that damage just a little bit more. Dimension trying to control that stage. But yeah, the aerial combinations coming in fast from Marth. Already at 102% as we see the side smash. Again, being employed by Dimension. That's been a killing move of his, as it was against Dawson, against his Jigglypuff last round, the winner's quarterfinal. Looking for that forward air was Cascade, not quite connecting. They're coming in pretty fast from Dimension. 141% on Cascade. He'll have to watch where he lands. And so he does, but that platform, oh, that could be trouble. Oh, and he's getting those hits in off the grab. At 158% is Cascade. But up to 75, 87% now on Dimension. Oh, and it's the down air that sends Jigglypuff flying. Can he confirm the kill? Yes, he can. Just like that. And boy, oh boy, Dimension, he's fighting for it. He does, Cascade trying to edge trump once again. He does not get it. The 4 jumps into the air dodge saves Cascade's hide, or at least saves his stock. But again, at 125%, you have to wonder, how is Cascade going to finish this off? We'll have to do something crafty here at 152. Off of the throw, can he get it? No, he cannot. Hasn't confirmed anything yet. Marth at 163. Can Cascade do it? No, the Dancing Blade is there, but he is met by the claws of the bear. And all of a sudden, we are tied at 1 in this winner's semifinal matchup. Dimension looking for his 3rd, 4th straight berth in a winner's final at Assault. And Cascade, we could be seeing Cascade versus Nino in the winner's final. We will have to see. But either one, the winner of this one will be facing Nino and those pesky ice climbers in the winner's final. See, early damage advantage going to Dimension. Taking Cascade to task at 75% already, Marth at 48. He's going to have to be careful about this, Will Cascade. But coming in with those fairs and bears, definitely the toasted butter of Jigglypuff's offense. Is Jigglypuff a him or a her in this game? I'm not sure. I'm sorry for assuming Jigglypuff's gender, folks. I'll do my best to not do that next time. Not sure of Jigglypuff's pronouns, but either way, happy Pride for everyone. The Nair's flying in, looking for Jigglypuff to approach from the bottom of the platform. Decides to take the party to Jigglypuff as we're back down to the main stage. And the dash attack not quite connecting for Cascade. Looking for that up smash was Dimension, trying to read Jigglypuff's recovery, but not quite doing it. Cascade, he knows his way around a battlefield, let's be real. Side smash, sending Jigglypuff off the stage. And yeah, that'll do it. Big old sword to the face at 141. Yeah, that would send me flying too, let's be real. As we see now, the aerial attacks once again coming in from Marth. Very easy to deploy. Keeps Jigglypuff at bay, where most of her offense is aerial. Jump back up to the platform and attacks to keep Jigglypuff away. Using the range of that sword very, very well. The recovery is there. Cascade not edge trumping that time, so that'll be good. And again with the throw, we'll have to see. No, the recovery was there. Beautifully employed dancing blades by Dimension there. And he grabs the ledge. But the fair connecting for Jigglypuff. Perhaps looking for that counter, not finding it. Sliding around the stage is Dimension, working the damage up. 105%. Cascade is in very real danger of being at a 2-stock disadvantage unless he can find something. And Dimension just hanging on at 181. But again, a killing percentage for Dimension against this Jigglypuff. The up air will do the job for Cascade, who has the who's tied it in terms of stock, but has a 113 to 8 disadvantage in terms of damage. We'll have to see how long he hangs on to it. We'll look to chip away some of that damage here before he does get sent flying. Jigglypuff, not really easy to keep her on stage, and yeah, there you go. Marth only at 17%. You'd have to think that Cascade wanted just a little bit more out of that, but Cascade will not find it here. He's looking for his for a berth in the winner's final here. The winner will get it, best of 3. So we're going to have to see how this shakes out. Mid-air attacks meeting, a meeting of the minds between these two. And the back airs connecting from Cascade. Well dodged by Dimension and sending him right off the stage. Cascade fighting for his winner's bracket life here. Connects with the up air, but man, a 2-stock disadvantage against a character that can very easily outrange you. He's going to have to see. I don't know if he can do it, but he does ledge trump him. And all of a sudden, only a 1-stock advantage to make up. Cascade, we're going to have to see how he does this here, how he plays this. Looking for that bear. He connects on that one. Oh, sent up and out was Cascade, and Dimension indeed will be facing Nino in the winner's final.